world's most populous democracy is also sending signals that holding the government accountable is not part of the press's responsibility. The media have become widely flattering of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So we talked a little bit about that, but I also wanted to ask you, what is the flip side? What is the danger of slavishly reporting and just being praiseworthy, particularly in a pandemic? And you have seen in these local elections where there was some backlash against the ruling party at the polls.
Well, Christian, the Indian media has been responsible for the rise and rise of Narendra Modi's popularity, including asking him questions about how does he prefer to eat his mangoes during the mango season. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting when just about in the last couple of weeks, when Indians were dying and they were requesting for oxygen on social media, the Prime Minister's social media handle was tweeting about the thousands of people who were attending his election rallies that in turn, of course, led to the surge in the second wave in India. And you see the Indian press frustrating without asking the tough questions. So much so that one of the ministers in the Modi government has got a term for journalists like us who report in international media, calling us prostitutes. Some of journalists who have been speaking to Truth to Power, including my colleague Gauri Lankesh, who translated my book in a regional language in 2017, who was shot dead outside her house. There are consequences for reporting the truth. As far as the lapdog media, which we call in India, and what's the flip side? Well, I'm sure history will be kind and objective to journalists like us, and when it's not that people do not know what the truth is, but unfortunately, these journalists, and most of them are journalists who are the Hindi language journalists, that has a huge penetration in rural India, end up listening to this narrative as opposed to we, the anglicized English media, who talk to the Wall Street Journal or the CNN, and their truth is not really as acceptable. But it's extremely unfortunate that we have this coterie of journalists in India that is hell-bent on